Hello everyone and welcome to Life Begins at 20. My name is Mark and today we have the Izzet cards within my cube and any of the changes that have been made. Now I'd just like to say thank you to everybody that's already made suggestions in any of the previous videos. My cube is playing so much better and I can't wait to make some of the changes that have been suggested within the plain colours of my cube. Now all of these multicoloured sections have been split up into individual videos because that is what you voted for on Twitter. So thank you to everybody that did vote on that. There will be a link in the description below for all of those individual colours, plus they're in the playlist as well. So without any further ado, let's get stuck in. I've only made one change to this guild so far. So we're going to start off with Dak Faden. 1, a blue and a red, 3 Loyalty Planeswalker. Target player draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. That helps you get through your library, plus put things into graveyard if needs be. -2, gain control of target artifact, which can be really useful, especially if they, for example, they can get a Soul Ring out or a Signet out and you can just end up stealing it, or if they get something bigger like the Battle Ball or Wormcoil Engine, you can just end up stealing it, which is fantastic. And then -6, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell that targets 1 or more permanents, you gain control of them. I've actually had that ultimate come off and it is hilarious. Well, for you it is anyway. Your opponent doesn't really enjoy that very much. Next up we've got Saheeli Rai. Again, this one hasn't changed. So for 1, a blue and a red, again 3 loyalty, you get to scry 1 and deal 1 damage to each opponent. Again, can be quite useful just to be, pinging your opponent down and putting a little bit of a clock on there. -2, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. That token gains haste, and then you exile at the beginning of your next end step, so you can abuse then and enter the battlefield trigger. Plus, I have got Felidar Guardian within the cube, so you can actually produce your infinite combo there if needs be. But that is the only one that can produce the infinite combo with Saheeli Rai. And last of all, we've got -7. So search your library for up to 3 artifact cards with different names, put them onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Well, there are always going to be different names in Cube anyway, for most of the time anyway, because obviously for a lot of players it's a singleton format. It's not for everybody, but it is for a lot of players. The ultimate has gone off, but to be perfectly honest, what Saheeli's been mostly used for is, scrying to sort out your next turns, and then creating, say, a copy of an Inferno Titan for a turn, which has just been absolutely brutal. Next, we've got Storm Chaser Mage. So again, this works well with more of the Spells Matter style archetype. So for a blue and a red, you've got 1/3 flying with haste, and it's got prowess on top. So, spending a lot of spells later on in the game, this can get quite big. Next up, we've got Wee Drogonauts. Again, this is helping to support that spells archetype here. So for 1, a blue and a red, and this one came in instead of Mercurial Geist. It was just a little bit more resilient. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. So again, I'm happy to have had that one swap in for that. Next up, we've got Dax Duplicate. So it's for 2 and a blue and a red. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except against haste and dethrone. So whenever it attacks a player with the most life, or tied for the most life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. The amount of cards that, huge creatures you can end up copying with putting this into the battlefield can be absolutely hilarious. Plus, on top of that, getting a +1/+1 counters on it over time is very useful. Next, we've got Izzet Charm, and we've upgraded this to a full. Thankfully, been opening up in Modern Masters 2017, and that looks absolutely stunning. Again, just another nice little versatile spell there. Either counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2 damage to target creature, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So again, I do like having the versatility of that there, plus I just love that in foil. Absolutely love that. Last up we've got, next up we've got Fire and Ice there. So again, it depends on whichever one you want to use, but again, I like having versatility. So either deal 2 damage divided as you choose between 1 or more target creatures or players, or tap target permanent and draw a card. So again, I just like having the versatility. And last up, we've got Electrolyze there. So deals 2 damage divided as you choose between any number of target creatures or players, and drawing a card for 1 and a blue and a red. So I do like having that card. So there we have all of the Izzet cards within my cube, and I'd just like to say again, thank you so much for all of your help and suggestions to making my cube play so much better. Like I said at the top of the video, each of these multicolored sections have been split into individual videos. There will be a link in the description below, plus there'll be a playlist as well with all of these in, so you can watch all of them at your own leisure. So again, thank you so much for helping my cube become so much better. I really do appreciate it. I would just like to take this moment to thank my Patreons of the channel. I can't thank you enough for the help and support that you're giving me. If you'd like to do the same, head over to patreon.com/lifebeginsat20 and there'll be a link in the description below for that as well, where there are plenty of rewards to choose from. With your support we can really push to make this channel even better. Be sure to check out our sponsor 5colorcombo.com for a great range of Magic the Gathering accessories with stunning artwork, plus a great app to draft and create decks on the fly. Use the referral code LifeBeginsAt20 for 5% off. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Tuesday and Friday. With your support we can really help this channel to grow. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.